Hey guys, it's Aman from Arbor's Journey, and today's video is going to be different to say the least. You know, if you've been following our journey, you know that we achieved financial independence and we retired early almost 5 years ago. And we moved here to Portugal and we have been living our best life in early retirement. And throughout the years, we have shared the tactics that we used in order to achieve financial independence. We shared with you ways that we make, save, and invested our money in order to achieve this ultimate personal finance goal. And so today, I want to continue that tradition of sharing different strategies with you to help you on your journey. You see, what I want to do is take you guys along on our family wealth building retreat. This is something that our family has recently adopted in early retirement in order to ensure that we continue to sustain our wealth. And we're able to develop generational wealth with our children and set a tradition that they can pass on to theirs. But let me back up before I jump into our wealth building retreat. Along our journey, we found that we always had big idea breakthroughs whenever we were on vacation, whenever we were on a road trip. In an absolute relaxed moment, we would have these moments of insight that led to us moving forward on our journey of financial independence. And so recently, we decided to formalize that process into what we called a family wealth building retreat. And so in today's video, I am going to share scenes from our retreat, and at the same time, I am going to give you guys the 10 elements that we think every family wealth building retreat should contain. My hope is that by the end of this video, you'll get to enjoy the beautiful scenes from our family retreat, but you'll also be able to maybe adopt some of these processes and develop your own family wealth building retreat and maybe take your journey to the next phase. So without further ado, let's break down how we developed our family wealth building retreat. The first element is making sure that we set the ground rules. Think of it as setting the stage for open, stress-free conversations about money, dreams, and everything in between. The next element, find your retreat location. Now, one thing that this doesn't have to be is a far off place that your family goes to. In our case, this was someplace that was local. Cascais is about 30 minutes away from Lisbon. What's important is that you remove yourself from your typical home environment and you go to a place where you don't have distractions and where you can focus on the things that you're going to talk about during this week. Another reason why it's important that it's local is this way you cut down on travel and the stress that goes along with that. The next element, develop the agenda that you're going to have during your retreat. For us, we have something called the big ideas list. You see, at the retreat, this is what we spend a lot of time brainstorming on. So when you're thinking about this big ideas list, it can be anything from business ventures to new investments to personal growth goals. It's amazing what comes out when you're all relaxed and bouncing ideas around. The next element is talking about the future and estate planning. Now, we dedicated time to talking about the future and we dove into estate planning. So we talked about wills and trusts, and we talked about the importance of carrying on legacy. You know, one of the things about generational wealth is that generational wealth and passing it on is also a very mechanical and legal thing. So that means having the documents in place that legally allow you to pass on that wealth. The next element is a discussion on contingency planning. So contingency planning is so important because life throws curveballs. And so we've talked about the what ifs. Contingency planning that helps us sleep better at night, knowing we've got a game plan for the unexpected. The next element is cultivating a unified vision. Now, getting everyone aligned on our family's vision and goals was key. There's something powerful about sharing the same dreams and knowing we're all in this together. The next element, and this one is probably the one we spent the most time on, was pampering and wellness. We have had some of our greatest breakthroughs when we have been relaxing, when we have been pampering ourselves, when we have been in an element where we are focused on our wellness. So for us, it's about hanging out at the pool, sharing meals together, going out to eat at local restaurants that have some of the finest food. It's about enjoying moments and making memories. The next element that you should have is establishing traditions at these retreats. For you, it could be anything from a gratitude circle to a family hike. It's those little rituals that bring you closer and make each retreat uniquely yours. The next element is invite your friends. And this is why we said you should have this retreat at a local place, a place not too far from your current home, because we think this is an important aspect of celebrating and bringing the retreat all together. And so towards the end, we opened up our retreat to our close friends. It was a fantastic way to celebrate our progress and actually share what we learned with our friends. Plus, it's always a good time to mix in our friends when we're in a beautiful setting like we were in Cascais. And the last element is ending the retreat with gratitude. Now, we wrapped up our retreat reflecting on our journey, the progress made, and just being thankful for this time together. And so there you have it, our 10 tips for having your own family wealth building retreat. And so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.